I recently worked on a pitch deck that helped raise $50 million from a huge international player, and I saw how a great pitch deck can make all the difference when fundraising or looking for partnerships for your business. But what makes a strong pitch deck? In this video, I'm gonna show you my top 7 crucial slides that can make or break your presentation. By the way, before we get started, if you're enjoying the content, thumbs up will be awesome and a sub to the channel will be amazing. Hi, I'm Dobry and welcome to Minty Analyst. In this video, we're gonna explore 7 essential slides that you need in your pitch deck when you start fundraising. A pitch deck is a presentation that entrepreneurs use to pitch their businesses to potential investors. Depending on the company, the stage it's in, and the industry, a pitch deck can range from just a few slides up to hundreds of pages. What I want to share today are my personal top 7 slides that I've seen equity investors and lenders spend a lot of their time on. Disclaimer, this is just my personal opinion based on my experience in M&A, and it's not a professional advice of any kind. So whether you plan to start fundraising for your new startup or an established company, or you just want to know more about pitch decks, let's get on with this video and explore each of those slides in detail. Number 1 is the problem slide. It's a clear, short explanation of the problem that your business is solving. It's best if you keep it down to a sentence or two, and keep in mind this slide is one of the most important in a pitch deck, and it's usually the first slide after the cover page. A well-defined problem would help you focus your business and figure out the best solution. It would also help investors understand your business better and see the potential for growth. If you can't succinctly describe the problem your business is aiming to solve, then you probably need to go back to the drawing board and figure out a better business idea. So definitely take all the time you need to write a concise and clear problem statement. It could literally mean the difference between you getting funding and going home empty-handed. Let's look at some problem slide examples. First, we have Airbnb, where you can see it's concise, it's straight to the point, and the last sentence builds up your expectation for the solution slide. So this is what they'll probably be solving once we get to their solution slide. Then you have Brex, which is really simple. Entrepreneurs can't get credit cards, and they have some samples of refusals to issue credit cards. Here's Dropbox, which is one of my favorite ones. It just says storage is a mess. Then you have Revolut, another one I really like. Spending and sending money abroad sucks. Punchy, straight to the point. Expensive, inconvenient, sneaky. And then they point towards that the industry is not disrupted yet, which is what they plan to do. Another one that I really like is Tinder. Matt spots a girl he likes at a party, but like most of us, Matt won't go over to say hello. Funny thing here, I know that Matthew is amongst the top 10 most common names of people born in the 80s. I know we used Matthew for one of our promo videos because we wanted as many people as possible to relate to the name because they either are named Matthew or they know a Matthew. So interesting if Tinder did the same thing here. And then they have a second part. He has the same problem most of us do, fear of rejection. That's a really bold, really punchy statement, and it's what they aim to solve. Number 2 is the solution slide, and it often comes right after the problem slide. It's another crucial slide in a pitch deck because you show that you have a deep understanding of the problem and that your solution is the best one out there. Your solution slide should again be concise and really clear, but usually you'd see those go into a bit more detail than the problem slide. If you have any relevant data or case studies, be sure to include those. Remember, the purpose of this slide is to make the potential investors believe that you have the right solution to the problem that you previously identified. Let's see some examples of solution slides. First one, Airbnb. As you can see, it's a bit more detailed, but it's still concise, punchy, and straight to the point. They're building a web platform to save money, make money, share culture, and that's it. Here's Dropbox, just a few bullets outlining exactly what they aim to do and how they're gonna solve this problem that storage is a mess. Revolut also did a great job, so they allow you to exchange,
send, and spend. So they're addressing the 3 pain points that they identified in their problem slide. And that's also a nice touch, 1-minute explanatory video with a link where they can see it in action. Then you have Tinder, or how it was called, Matchbox, the flirting game. And it's really simple, meet the cure. So you have fear of rejection, they're giving you the cure for that.
Number 3 is the market slide. When it comes to pitching your business to potential investors, it's essential that you show a deep understanding of the market. Showing a clear picture of the total market size and the total addressable market, or TAM, will help your investors understand the potential for return. The market size is the total market value of a certain product or service. It includes all current and potential future customers for similar solutions. The total addressable market, on the other hand, is the portion of the market that your business can realistically reach. To understand your total addressable market, you need to first understand how many customers you can reach, and then how many you can serve. Both the market size and the addressable market are important for potential investors because they help them form an idea of what return on investment they can expect if they choose to invest in your business.
Here's an example of a market slide from Revolut. They have 3 data points that correlate to their solution and what they're offering. So cross-currency transactions, loss due to fees and spreads, and travelers and expats. So those are the 3 markets that they want to tap into. And they also have some details on their initial target market. Here's Airbnb, and this is a common way to portray it. So you have the total market, you have the serviceable available market, which is the total addressable market, and you have their market share, trips with Airbnb.
Number 4 is the competition slide. The competition slide shows the potential investors that you have done your homework and you understand the competitive landscape. It also shows that you're ready to compete. The competition slide should include a brief description of the current competitive landscape. It should outline the key players in the market and how you plan to compete with them. What is your competitive advantage? The competition slide can often be your make or break slide in your presentation. If you cannot convince the investors that you understand the market and you have what it takes to compete in this market, they're not likely to invest in your business.
Some examples of competition slides. So Airbnb, you see here that they have these 4 quadrants. This is a quite common way to portray your competition. So you get different aspects like offline transaction versus online transaction, affordable versus expensive. You get your most prominent competitors and place them around here in a way that would highlight what you're offering. So here, they're all the way up in affordable and online transaction. Another way to do it is to compare features. As here with Dropbox, see sync, backup, sharing, OS integration, web access, versioning. You check all the boxes and you show that your competitors don't check all the boxes. Revolut did a similar thing to Dropbox. So they have use case examples, they tick all the boxes and their competitors only tick 1 box. And they again have a bold statement at the bottom, the only product that solves the full cycle of a customer pain.
Number 5 is the business model slide. It is another essential slide that outlines how your business will make money and helps investors understand if your business is viable. The business model slide should include a clear explanation of all your revenue streams and how revenue is generated through those. This is especially important for marketplace businesses where the company earns a fee from a transaction between third parties.
The business model slide of Airbnb is again really simple to understand, and it really conveys the message of how they're going to generate revenue. 10% commission, share of market, average fee that they get, and revenue projection. Then you have Dropbox, separated in bullet points again, individuals, freemium, and small businesses, shared folder per seat license. They don't talk about numbers, but they still provide a clear picture of how they plan to generate revenue. Revolut, they do a similar thing. They offer you a freemium version with some limits, and then you can choose a pricing plan or invite friends, which would unlock more limits. And that's why they portray it as a freemium and viral version. And then Tinder, 2 matches exposed for free, $1 to see each new match thereafter. Pay to send virtual gifts, pay to show up higher in like or not list. All of those are straight to the point and they clearly outline where is the revenue generating opportunity.
Number 6 is the team slide. The team slide gives the potential investors an understanding of who the people behind the business are and what are their qualifications. The team slide would usually list the co-founders and maybe the executive team with brief description of their experiences and how those are relevant to helping the business grow. Investors want to see that the people running the business have relevant experience and knowledge to execute the business plan. The team slide is your opportunity to convince potential investors that your team has the right mix of talent and expertise to make your company a success.
Here's an example of a team slide by Brex, and I personally don't like using icons instead of the people because having actual photos of the people makes it a bit more personal. But you see here they have their technology leadership, finance and regulatory leadership, which are the 2 major points for a credit card company. And then they also have top technology and payment investors. And the whole purpose here is to show where each of those came from, what their experience is, and how they contribute to the company itself. And as a stark contrast, here is Dropbox's team page, which is one I like much more. It's a completely informal photo, but it's tied to the company, moving into our first office with the date. And then you have just 2 bullet points with the 2 co-founders and some impressive facts about each of them.
Number 7 is the financial slide. Making a great pitch deck is all about creating a compelling story that gets potential investors on board with your vision. And the financial slide is where you take your business model and convert it into financial projections. Investors may be on board with your vision and they may love the story behind your business and where you want to take it, but they need to understand and be convinced that this is a business that can generate revenues and scale profitability over time so that they can get a return on their investment.
And here's one example for a financial slide, and they all tend to look quite similar. Of course, here they didn't even bother to make it fit the design of their deck, but that's not a big issue. It still works because it's a concise view of their planned trajectory. And then they again have this punchline at the bottom. We need 1.5 million to make it happen.
And I also have 2 bonus slides for you. The first one is the next step slide. And this is where you have a chance to explain to your investors what you plan to do with their money and what are your next steps. And it's a great opportunity for you to show that you have a clear plan and you're ready to execute it as soon as their check clears.
And here's Revolut's slide for next steps for use of funds. It's really concise, straight to the point. Build a team, 3 developers, designer, marketer. 5 people in total, fund freemium model, repair model for a big Series A round.
And bonus slide number 2 is the go-to-market strategy slide. It outlines the company's plans to bring their product to market and achieve market success. This is where you should outline the channels that your product will be distributed through, the key marketing messages, and the overall go-to-market strategy. It is important to have a well-thought-out go-to-market strategy before you start fundraising, as it will show investors that you have a clear plan of action. Those were my top 7 slides that you need in your pitch deck to maximize your chance for success. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and maybe even punch the bell icon to receive notifications every time I upload a new video. Till then, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.